Brooke, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have issued new rules for people who have been fully vaccinated for the coronavirus, stating that they no longer need to quarantine if they have been exposed to someone who is affected with COVID-19. Fully vaccinated persons who meet criteria will no longer be required to quarantine following an exposure to someone with COVID-19. The CDC said in an updated guidance on Wednesday, vaccinated persons with an exposure to someone with suspected or confirmed COVID-19 are not required to quarantine if they meet all of the following criteria. According to The Hill, the criteria includes having both shots of either the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, the two shots that are currently available to the U.S. public at the moment. And 2 weeks must have gone by since the second dose was administered. Studies have shown that full immunity is not built up until a couple of weeks after finishing the vaccine regimen. I just wanted to add in here. So I was looking at a recent press conference where Joe Biden says that they actually have. He said out of his mouth, he said, we actually had more resources about vaccines and the coronavirus than we thought we did coming into office. He thought, oh, we have limited resources when he got elected. He says we have so many options and resources. He said my predecessor, to be blunt about it, did not do his job getting ready for the massive challenge of vaccinating hundreds and millions of Americans. Also, I just want to add in, Dr. Fauci says that by the time we get to April, it'll be open season. And he says pretty much everyone should be able to get vaccinated in April. So that's a good thing for America. Brooke, I know you're happy to hear that.
Listen, I can't. I'm so ready.
I know you are.
Ready.
Look, Trump had that information, and this is what he did with it. I'm just being honest. He just put it to the side.
Right.
He just wanted all the attention on him. But let me tell you about this doctor in Massachusetts. This is so awesome.
Okay.
For vaccinated healthcare workers, he has this program where 50 of them have signed up already. Once they've been vaccinated, they can go into rooms with those that have COVID-19 so they don't have to go through it alone. Now, you got to think about healthcare workers who in the last almost year has barely had time to spend with their families, right? But they're taking time out to do this. So people are on board for this, and they're talking about doing this all across the country. So as we get closer to opening back up and better things, I like this idea.
You know, the CDC also yesterday recommended officially double masking or making sure that you have a surgical mask with a tight fit. So that's where we are now.
I don't know about you guys, but even if I'm double vaccinated, I have both of my doses, I don't know if I will feel still comfortable just like sitting next to someone who actively has COVID-19. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
No, you shouldn't, because there's still a Well, that's what it sounded like. It's saying, like, even if you have your vaccines, you can be around people with COVID-19. You should be okay after 2 weeks. And I'm kind of just like, I don't know.
If you cough in the store 6 months from now, you're still going to get that look. People are going to be like.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, the CEO of GoFundMe wants Congress to hurry up and pass a new round of coronavirus relief checks. In case you're not familiar, GoFundMe is a popular platform used to raise money online. CEO Tim Cadigan wrote an op-ed for USA Today saying a third of GoFundMe fundraisers early in the pandemic were coronavirus related, and some Americans still rely on the platform for basic necessities. Here's a quote. From March 1st to August 31st alone, people started more than 150,000 fundraisers for COVID-related assistance on our site, and the requests for help have yet to abate. Last month, even after Congress passed a second relief bill in December, the number of new fundraisers on GoFundMe was higher than in May during the first wave of the pandemic. The CEO went on to call the current financial picture nothing short of a national emergency that has exacerbated the number of Americans who lack the savings to cover an unforeseen emergency. He cited various areas of need, ranging from monthly expenses, the struggles faced by small businesses, and an increase in food insecurity. And, we've seen this. We see GoFundMes on a daily basis of people who need emergency help with funerals, right? People who need medical bill help, and also a lot of single mothers needing help to pay their rent so that they're not evicted. I see these GoFundMes every day.
Do you guys ever participate in them? I feel a little weary. If I know you and I know you need help, I'm gonna go directly to you. I don't know how I feel about that.
I give money to strangers on GoFundMe.
I do. I don't give money to strangers, but if someone sends me a link, I will totally donate to your GoFundMe. Like if I feel passionately about it, like I will totally go, donate to GoFundMe. My issue that I had with GoFundMe, even before the pandemic, as the Black community, we need health insurance. You need health insurance. You need health insurance. My problem is that I feel like as a Black community, we use GoFundMes as a way to make money after someone dies versus having health insurance and making sure that your family is okay when you die. I just have to say that. So my other thing that I want to say here is GoFundMe. They sent out a tweet earlier today. They say every day we see fundraisers for rent, for utilities, and even groceries. Brooke, have you seen that? I've never seen a GoFundMe for someone asking me to pay their utilities, and that's intense. So they also, you have? You seen it?
They're out there,
oh my gosh.
Bills and groceries, yep.
Wow.
have any food in the house. Yeah, we lost our jobs because of the pandemic. I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No. I asked the question. So this is really great. That the CEO is bringing this to the light because maybe this might reach Joe Biden and this will hurry up to get that $1 trillion package out.
Man, I don't know what we're still waiting on with that. I really don't.
Right.
I thought we would come out the gate, but we're still waiting for it.
I check my account every day.
All right, so mates, today in Black History, Nelson Mandela was freed from prison on this day in 1990. Nelson Mandela and other African National Congress leaders were sentenced to life for attempting to stop the practice of apartheid in South Africa. Upon his release, he went on to serve as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. Yes, they were trying to lock him up for life. He did 27 years in prison. Not sure if you guys heard of the prison letters of Nelson Mandela, okay, where there was like 255 letters that he wrote while in prison. Half of them were never released, and a lot of them even geared toward his children, where he was still trying to be a father from behind the walls. And I also got to say, 9 years ago today, we lost Whitney Houston, which was a sad day for sure. Favorite Whitney Houston song? You have one?
I'm Your Baby Tonight. Oh, we're singing.
Okay, she going up tempo, you going slow motion with it.
I love that
that part. All right.
Anything, Brooke? No? Okay, you know what?
I'm Your Baby Tonight. That's my favorite Whitney song. You know, my grandma passed away on the exact...
I had to get my song in first because remember last time Brooke stole my song. So I was like, I got to get mine in quick because we might have the same song. So I had to get it in there quick because, we might have like the same music. Okay, so also I just wanted to add in really quickly, it's Brandy's birthday, Kelly Rowland's birthday, also Young Miami of the City Girls. I love her. It's her birthday as well. All right, checking in with our YouTube soulmates. A lot going on in the chat right now. And I'm just trying to catch up, okay? Someone on in the chat says, they've been stealing black men's ideas since the beginning of time. I know you better say that. Someone else says, we still have Columbus Day. And then Kim Johnson says, Brooke has been on fire this week.
Thanks,
I love it. One more says, I don't trust the vaccines. A lot of the people in our chat not really feeling the vaccines. Keep your comments coming. I'm going to make sure they make it to the live show. But if you enjoy engaging with us on YouTube, be sure to follow us on our Instagram, on our Twitter, and on our Facebook, all at Fox Soul, because the conversation, it never stops. The ongoing conversation around acknowledging the contributions of black artists who remain muted in white spaces started back up again with the announcement of the 2021 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. 8 nominees this year were black artists who include Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z, Shaka Khan, Fela Kuti, LL Cool J, Tina Turner, and Dionne Warwick, as well as Tom Morello, co-founder of Rage Against the Machine, who is biracial. Jay-Z, Tina Turner, Warwick, and Kuti celebrate their first nomination, while Mary J. Blige, Shaka Khan, and LL Cool J have been nominated previously, according to Rolling Stone. Inductees will be announced in a May ceremony with a live induction ceremony slated later in the year, permitting the outcome of the COVID-19 pandemic. You guys, I don't know if you guys knew, but I didn't know that LL Cool J had been announced he had been nominated 6 times. That's crazy. But also, before everyone gets all bent out of shape, these are just the nominations, because you should have saw the people on Twitter that were outraged that someone like Jay-Z could have been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But can we just call a spade for a minute?
Oh.
Black people invented rock and roll, and you still rock and roll from us. So we are allowed to have rock and roll nominations and be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's right.
Should we just change the name?
That's my soapbox.
Should we change the name?
No, because
to black people invented Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
She's ready for it. I like that. And Jay-Z, somebody like Jay-Z will get in first ballot, right? But it just shows how maybe I shouldn't use the word racist, but things are not right that LL Cool J is not there. Just with all other award shows and different honors, the respect is not given to black people. They feel like because I don't understand it, you don't belong there.
Yeah, it always takes longer for us to get in to win, man. And that's unfortunate. I did go to the page and I saw on the front page they gave a lot of love and respect to Mary Wilson from the Supremes. May she rest in heaven. So I saw that. That was pretty cool. But I think we should change the name.